But before we learn the stop motion lore, what's the lore of the first game? Well, as a summary, Joey Drew was friends with Henry Stein, aka his old business partner. But they split up and Henry quit, so Joey made a ink version of Henry and made the loop with evil monsters just to torment him. Sammy thought he could tame the ink demon, which led to his downfall. And Alice wanted to be beautiful, but she wasn't nice about it. Tom is heroic and wanted to stop the ink demon. Boris is the more cowardly version. Well, somehow they all became a team, but one by one, they all split up, one after another. So episode 1 takes place with Audrey Stein, and she finds little Bendy, and she accidentally shocks him. He runs away. Tom takes her to the warehouse. But why was Tom there? So basically, why he was there, because he just got kicked off the team. He was wandering around. He seen a Audrey, and he knew little Bendy was not safe. That's the ink demon. So he took her to his warehouse where she's safe. Audrey wakes up a couple hours later. She gets up, Tom leaves to go do something, and that leaves Audrey stuck for 2 months. Audrey then left to go find Tom, but was kidnapped by Sammy Lawrence himself. But, of course, the ink demon appeared. And, well, as Sammy was doing his monologue, and then, boom, the ink demon appeared, killed him, and Audrey fled. That was what happened in Bendy, stop motion episode 2. But why did Tom leave? Well, he realized, since in episode 1, the ink demon, or Bendy, found Audrey. He knew that meant Audrey wasn't safe, and that meant no one else was. So he was trying to bring the whole team back together so they could stop the ink demon. And if you watched Tom's Adventure, he fell into an ink puddle and then disappeared. Audrey, after her grand escape, starts learning about her banish abilities, finds a Piper, banishes it. So surprised, she follows a ink creature to a totally different area. If you remember from Tom's Adventure, that was actually Tom, but it transformed into some ink creature. But Audrey does not know that yet, so she accidentally kills Tom, and then the ink demon appears, kills Alice, and then Audrey runs away again. Also, it followed the same lore as episode 2, basically. Tom is trying to bring all the members up again, but failed again. So, when Audrey ran away, she found The Illusion of Living book by Joey Drew, and then she found Tom's axe. And she realized that she needed to go and get colored ink, so she could defeat the ink demon once and for all. But then she realized she needed a second person. That's when Bendy appeared. But once the colored ink appeared, Bendy turned into the ink demon, which he stole the colored ink and left Audrey to fight his goons. But whenever the Piper cornered Audrey, it was slain by Boris. And then they went back to the main room where the axe and the illusion of living was. And they found the ink demon, and they put something colored ink on him, and he split into cartoon Bendy and colored Bendy. Audrey and her team got together to fight Alice Angel, Ink Demon, and Sammy Lawrence. Ink Demon made Audrey turn into the other Bendy, Ink Demon, which is called the Ink Queen. But as she was that version, the cartoon Bendy had the end reel, put it in, made Ink Demon die. Then, as she was that form, brought Tom back and killed Alice Angel. Sammy Lawrence scurried away, and that was the end for the Bendy SM series, season 1. And the lore for that episode was that the Ink Demon turned Audrey evil, but in return, Audrey brought Tom back with her super crazy powers. But that killed Audrey, and that's where it left off.